big week though for Arsenal. You can go, and I want to go. There was a comment earlier on that said, Terry, why have you said Arsenal to go clear of City? Well, because if Arsenal win, they go 5 points clear, which means they're clear. That they're more than a win in front. It's the most logical title that I could think of. Big game. You must be confident after that result against Leicester, the clean sheet, the solid performance, that at home against Everton, you're going to get this 5-point lead back. You must be confident of that, Lee.
I am slightly confident, but at the same time, he's got a crap record against Sean Dyche, and even like I've seen us lose 1-0 to Burnley at the Emirates, Terry. So we know what he's going to do. The manager he's going to come. He's going to try and bully us. Thomas Partey, Arteta said in his press conference today that Partey is going to be training today potentially, but he's barely featured in training all week. So that's a bit of a worry because if they're going to go with Idrissa Gueye, and Nana and Decore up against Jorginho, Xhaka and Odegaard, then yeah, good luck. Like we need Partey in there because them three are just going to bully the three that we've got in there. Pace and power. And we need to start the game quick, man, because against Everton last time round, we were shocking. All the way through the game, it could have been like 3-0 at half time. If we come out quick, get a goal, all of a sudden they got to change their game plan. The longer it goes at 0-0, the more in favour for them it is because they'll be happy with a draw. We know they're going to compact the edge of the box and they're going to make us try and cross the ball and, they're going to try and bully us, like try and get corners, free kicks and try and nick a goal. But we have to be finding a way around these teams, man, because since Arteta's been here, we do struggle against teams like that. Yeah, since he's took the job, every single time we've played a team with a low block, we've struggled. Yeah, we've beaten some of them, but at the same time, mate, it's crazy because I watched the highlights of Everton against Aston Villa, and it's like, how can Aston Villa go there and beat them? When we go there, we get bullied and get beaten. It's mad, isn't it? But I do think we'll win. Yeah. I do think we'll win, but it's not going to be an easy game. And I tell you, I couldn't care less if we scrape a shitty 1-0. Yeah, double deflection off of dinosaur arms. Yeah, goes in off his head like Emi Martinez. Yeah, and we win 1-0. I couldn't care less. 14 more 1-0s. I'll take it all day long. And this is why when people sit there and say about managers' styles like Simeone, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if we win 14 games in a row now, 1-0, and win the league, you couldn't care less about styles.
Well, I think, I'll say this. Look, that they beat you, new manager bounce, crowd was up for it. And you actually, it was the first game of like a little mini wobble, and it was almost sort of like the perfect storm, as you would call it. That'd be the phrase I'd use. You hit a little wobble just as they brought in a new manager, and you've seen with Everton that little new manager bounce is already over. Look what happened to them at the weekend. I think that after you've kind of solidified yourselves, great comeback against Villa. I thought it was only 1-0 against Leicester. But I thought you dominated the game. Yeah. Again, a lot of people didn't watch the match. I know for a fact by the way they were talking. They watched the highlights and they see the score 1-0, all close game. The crazy part is...
Most comfortable game of football you'll ever watch.
Exactly. When you watch the scoreline against Villa, looked like you smashed them. But the scoreline against Leicester looks like it was a close game. But it was actually the opposite way round, in my opinion. And I think that the defensive stability, the work rate, if you work that hard again defensively against any potential counters from Everton, they're not going to do anything to you. It's such an important game as well because I think psychologically, if you just rewind 2 weeks ago, City beat you, they go top, fans are panicking, parties out. It was almost looked at as, oh my God, we're going to fall away. To within 2 weeks to be back 5 points clear again, playing well, with City still looking... They had a good result of the weekend, but it was Bournemouth. City still looking vulnerable. The fact they dropped points to Forest, threw away a lead against Leipzig. They're still in the FA Cup. They're still in the Champions League. They're probably going to go through to the next round of the Champions League. There's this element of just to be 5 points clear. It puts all the pressure for me then on Man City in this title race. And it's such an important game. And you, for one, I mean, you were very... I want to play this video as well because I want to obviously make sure that people don't often see this when it comes to you, Lee. But this was Lee after the game on Saturday. Take a listen to this, people.
What? He dropped Nketiah, so that gave him a mark straight away. The guy he dropped him for was probably Martinelli, but if it weren't, it was Trossard, either one. And they both combined for the goal. And it was the most comfortable football match we've ever seen, even though we didn't create a great deal. Yeah, he actually managed us through that game very comfortably today. Yeah, and there was no stupidness. No, we were trying to waste a little bit of time towards the end, which is what I like. Stop, start, stop, start. It wasn't a great football match at all, man. It'd probably be last on match of the day tonight. Yeah, but yeah, at the same time, don't matter. It's another game closer to winning a title, man. And now Everton's a massive game for us.
There's Lee Gunner praising Arteta for managing the game well and making the right decisions when.
Yeah, nobody mentions that, do they, Terry? Nobody mentions that. They'll probably take a couple of words out of that and reform a whole new paragraph.
Well, that's happened to you before. 2 different videos merged together. I remember when.
Yeah.
It's crazy, really. And this is such a big week for Arsenal because, again, someone said the comments. I love comments from people. Where's it gone? It says 5 points ain't clear of City. Well, it is clear. It means that City can't just win one game and go back in front of Arsenal. If
the season ends, if we go 5 points clear, yeah, it's literally
5 points
5 points clear.
yeah. People think I'm being biased. I'm just like, it's literally what could happen.
If the season ends on Wednesday night and we've won the game against Everton, history will tell you we finished 5 points clear of Manchester City.
Yeah, it's some of the things people like. Some people are just, and this is why though I don't. When I was saying earlier, the whole like, it's not a real trophy United won. People are bitter that Arsenal are doing well, and I can't do it. It's for me to say something like that.
United though, like we've grown up on Arsenal United. So like at the end of the day, I'm happy Man United are doing well because if Man United are doing well, that means the rivalry's back again because we're doing all right. We're top of the table, mate. You've just won a cup. You're in all other competitions. You're playing well. We're playing well now, and we're top of the table. So it could only be good. And listen, this is the original rivalry in English football. Yeah, and long may it continue, man. It's been a long time coming. It's normally been the online banter show, isn't it? And who can be the biggest banter club?
I will say this: look, City are going nowhere. I think Man United and Arsenal next season will both be. I mean, some people are trying to put United into a title race, and the reason that I declined a week ago to say we were is by the time we kick off against Liverpool on Sunday, we're probably going to be 14 points behind you because you have you were already 5 points ahead. And you were playing 3 times.
Mate, games in hand. Arsenal fans have said that last season. We got games in hand.
Yeah, exactly. Again, and this is where I maintain my credibility. I said points on the ball are worth more than games in hand. So what I can't do is then change my logic a year later because that's what pathetic, dullard, weak, puny soy boys do. And I'm not one of them men. I can't do it. Like I can't be one of those people. I just can't. I want to. There's part of me that doesn't want to praise another team, but it's like. I just can't sit there and do it.
You know what it is? That's your age, though, Terry. You've got to an age where it's not about playground banter anymore. Yeah, it's actually about I'm a fully grown adult that enjoys good football.
That's because, again, I can't be like me being in a playground right now having laughs and jokes. The police get called, so I can't behave like that. Like I'm not allowed in playgrounds anymore, barring when I pick Freya up from school or Archie up. Like that's the only time I'm allowed in the playground. So I'm not going to do playground banter. Like it's just one of those weird ones for me. Like I can't. Like you get this a lot. Jess has converted Terry. He's Arsenal supporter now, but that's not true, is it? That's not true. I support.
It sounds good online though, doesn't it? I see that all the time in your comments.
What Man United fans want me to do is like discredit what Arsenal are doing. At the same time, these Man United fans will get angry when people start to discredit what we're doing. Why would I Why would I be a hypocrite that way? Why would I commit hypocrisies like that? I don't.
What are they all going to say if Arsenal win the title at the end of the season? Because there's nothing they can say. What can they say?
Mate, I just can't. For me, I'm not going to be an idiot who's clicked up at the end of the season writing off Arsenal for 9 months and then they lift the trophy. I'd rather be laughed at for them missing out on the title by a few points. Oh, you didn't get it right. Cool, I can take not getting a prediction right. What I can't take is lying about how good Arsenal are and then being clipped up for it and laughed at the end of the year. Imagine being laughed at. Imagine being laughed at and bantered and ridiculed and lose jobs, lose work, lose credibility over opinions that you don't believe. Let that sink in, children. I could never do it to myself.
It's like when you have haters, Terry. Obviously, I've got a lot of them, right? But they don't even like each other. They just have a common interest, hating me. They don't even like each other.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And so I like this. A fully grown man, a fully grown scared adult. Again,
Big
I
up
don't,
Tone.
I don't, Tony boy, I don't lose sleep at night about Arsenal. I'm not scared in sort of like it's dark outside,
No,
I can't
he's
go out.
bantering, Terry. He's a good lad.
I know he is. But people take what Tony's like. People get angry. I ain't scared of Arsenal. I ain't like hiding under my bed. I don't mean it in that way, but you know they're good, and everybody has an element of fear when you play good teams. None of us really, when it comes to the weekend, when you're at home to Bournemouth, none of us are scared. But when you go away to Man City, you're like, this is going to be a hard one. We all have it. Like, and people that deny it, again, are just liars. They know what they're scared of, 110%. And I'm a bit scared of Tony. He looks a bit tough in that picture. There's some super chats here. The first one says, don't let us win 5 in 6. Arsenal, don't bottle it, is what Thanos says here.
Don't let us win 5 in 6. Are you a Man City fan?
Man City fans haven't won more than 3 on the bounce all year. So sort that out first, mate.
No, I think he means titles, Terry. 5 in 6 years.
Oh, 5 in 6, maybe.
Why is he saying, please don't let us win? If he's a City, like, what?
I don't know. The most positive and happy I've ever seen Lee, because Arsenal are doing well.
I've been positive and happy all season. The problem is people only rock up in my comment section when we lose. Oh, sorry, and say, and start sitting there going, you're toxic, you're negative. Yeah, when we're winning and I'm praising the football club, nobody says anything.
It's the nature of the beast.
Terry, I'm happy to be the villain, man. I'll play the villain well. I'm cool.
I get that. This here says Arsenal must be cautious too, and the same players are on the fringe of getting suspended for one game. Who's on the fringe of being suspended? I don't know about this.
God knows. I thought that had already gone.
No,
I know Saliba and Saka weren't far away, but then it cut off.
You have to get to 10 now. So it's not cut off, it's to 10. So if you've got 4 bookings, you can't have anybody close to. I
don't think we've got anyone on 9 bookings, man. If we have, then I'll be shocked.
I'll check now. It's easy to check on. Let me go to who scored.
I'll be shocked if we've got anyone on 9 bookings.
Yes, I mean, so would I. I mean, I'd be shocked if you did personally. But let's have a little look.
We have the ball like 70% of the game. So when are these nine yellow cards coming in?
Let's have a little look here. Where's the player stats at? Right, put yellow cards. Now you got Saka on 5, White on 4. Yeah, no one's on 9, so that can't happen. No. You can't. It's got to be to 10 bookings.
We probably won't even get a single player suspended by the end of the season.
Yeah, if you get 10 bookings, it's 2 games as well, by the way. So you've got no one that's on the edge of that.
Yeah, we're not going to get anyone suspended by the end of the season. That ain't happening.
Lee, do you rate RVP as one of your best ever?
Definitely in the Emirates era, yeah. Definitely. What a player, mate. What a player. Him, Santi Cazorla, Alexis, like Cesc, top players, man.
They were. This says, can finally hear Lee after his 19-year hibernation. Talk about obviously winning trophies.
Hey, mate, if we win it, trust me, I'm going to be the most shameless Arsenal fan on the planet. Yeah, I've waited 19 years, Terry, for this. So if we win it, I am going to be shameless.